All right, let's do this.
Yeah.
We are going deep today.
Deep.
Into the world of marching songs.
Oh, yeah.
With Conrad Riker's book, Marching to Order. This is going to be fascinating.
Okay.
Because we're going to find out how these tunes, how these songs, these anthems
Yeah.
tap into some really fundamental things about discipline, teamwork, and the roles we play in groups.
You know, I think a lot of people have felt that, like
Yeah.
that surge of energy when a really powerful anthem kicks in.
Right.
We are going to find out why.
We are going to find out why. So the book kicks off
Yeah.
talking about music as a tool of discipline.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just about keeping soldiers in line.
Right.
I mean, that's part of it.
Sure.
But Riker claims that these marching songs have been used for centuries
Yeah.
to instill courage and to build a sense of unity within a group.
He gives the example of Roman legions chanting
Oh, wow.
Cantus Firmus as they went into battle.
Okay.
It wasn't just noise. These chants had a very specific rhythm and structure designed to create a shared sense of purpose and
Wow.
even intimidate the enemy.
Right.
So imagine the sound of hundreds of voices united in this powerful rhythmic chant.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about a psychological advantage.
Oh, absolutely. So this isn't just ancient history, though, right?
No, not at all.
Think about, like, the music you listen to at the gym or when you need to focus. Like,
Yeah.
there's a reason those playlists work.
Absolutely. Riker connects that to how our brains respond to rhythm.
Okay.
He brings in some research from Daniel Levitin's book, This Is Your Brain on Music.
Oh, I love that book.
Such a good book.
It's a good one.
So Levitin talks about musical expectancy.
Okay.
It's this idea that our brains are wired to anticipate patterns in music.
Oh.
And when those patterns are met,
Huh.
it creates this heightened emotional state.
So we're not just passively listening. Our brains are, like,
Engaged.
and predicting
Totally.
predicting what's coming next in the music.
Yeah. And that's what gets us pumped up.
Yeah. Whether we're on a battlefield or
Or hitting the treadmill.
in a treadmill, yeah.
You know, take that and multiply it by 100, 1,000 soldiers marching in unison,
Whoa.
all experiencing that same surge of anticipation and energy.
Oh, wow.
Suddenly, you've got a force to be reckoned with.
Okay, yeah. I'm starting to see how this ties together.
Yeah.
But how does teamwork come into play?
Well, Riker argues that music has this incredible ability to create a sense of shared purpose.
Okay.
It's almost like a sonic glue that binds a group together.
Right.
Think about ancient Egyptians
Oh, yeah.
using chants during construction projects to coordinate their efforts.
Wow.
Or even like modern sports teams
Yeah,
using music to get fired up before a game.
totally.
You know, it's not just about individual motivation.
Right.
It's about creating this sense of,
We're all in this together.
yeah, exactly. And this brings us to another point that Riker makes.
Okay.
And that is the idea that men and women often play different roles
Okay.
in successful groups.
I mean, this is where things can get a little...
This is where things could get a little controversial.
Yeah.
Riker is coming from a more traditional perspective.
Okay.
He's arguing that men are often drawn to leadership roles,
Mm-hmm.
while women provide essential support.
Okay.
He uses examples from history, like the military and the development of civilizations,
Well,
to support this argument.
but he also acknowledges that things are evolving.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about, like, Rosie the Riveter,
Yeah.
during World War II.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, she wasn't leading the charge,
Yeah.
but her role was absolutely crucial.
Absolutely. It's a complex issue. And Riker
Yeah.
doesn't shy away from these complexities.
Yeah.
And he even explores how these roles are reflected in the lyrics of marching songs themselves.
Now, that's something I definitely want to dig into more.
Yeah.
But before we do that, I'm really curious about this other thing that Riker keeps coming back to, the power of routine.
Yes.
He talks about it as like a fundamental element of discipline and success.
He does. He even shares a personal anecdote about his experience in the military.
Oh,
He says routine wasn't about being rigid,
right.
but it was about creating a framework for success.
Cut.
It helped him manage his time,
Yeah.
stay focused, and ultimately achieve his goals.
So it's not about being a robot.
No, not at all.
It's about using routine as a tool
Yeah,
to achieve what you want.
exactly. And he actually compares it
Okay.
to the structure of a marching song.
Okay.
You know, there's a clear rhythm, a set pattern, but within that framework, there's room for improvisation and expression.
I love that analogy.
It's a good one.
It makes it a lot less intimidating.
Yeah,
But we still haven't gotten to those lyrics.
right. Those lyrics. They're the heart and soul of the marching song.
Okay.
They tell stories, they convey values, they act as rallying cries.
Okay, so how does he break that down?
Well, Riker breaks down the structure of a typical marching song.
Okay.
And explains how the verses set the scene.
Yeah.
And the choruses function as these powerful affirmations.
And I bet he has some great examples to share.
Oh, he does. He
Yeah.
does. And that's what we'll dive into next. Okay, so let's talk lyrics.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Riker says that the true power of a marching song lies in its ability to tap into our
Right.
deepest emotions and values.
Right.
And he uses this great example, Yorkshire's Anthem,
Okay.
a traditional English marching song.
Oh, okay.
And the lyrics paint this really vivid picture
Hmm.
of hardship and resilience.
Yeah.
But it's the chorus,
Okay.
with its simple yet powerful message of unity and determination
Right.
that really gets you.
I see that, yeah.
There's something about a shared anthem,
Yeah.
you know, a collective expression of purpose
Yeah.
that just brings people together.
Absolutely.
And that's what Riker is getting at, you know?
Right.
These songs aren't just about entertainment.
Yeah.
They're about reinforcing a shared identity,
Yep.
reminding people why they're marching together, why they're enduring hardships.
Right, right.
He actually compares it to
Okay.
how ancient cultures
Yeah.
would use storytelling and music to
Mhm.
transmit values and knowledge
Right, right.
across generations.
So it's almost like a form of oral history,
Yeah, in a way.
set to music.
Yeah, but it's not just about the past.
Right.
It's about inspiring action in the present.
Yeah.
Think about Genova e Napoli,
Okay.
an Italian marching song.
Okay.
It celebrates the strength and the spirit
Wow.
of the Italian people,
Hmm.
even in the face of adversity.
Yeah, that's a great example.
Yeah.
And it makes me think about how,
Mm-hmm.
how these songs
Yeah.
can transcend cultural boundaries.
Totally.
Even if you don't understand the language,
Right.
the feeling, the energy
Yeah.
of a marching song
Mm-hmm.
can still be so powerful.
Absolutely. And that brings us back to
Oh.
something we talked about earlier. That science of rhythm.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking about how our brains are wired
Yeah.
to respond to these musical patterns?
Right.
Well, Riker argues that marching songs take it to a whole other level
Okay.
by combining that rhythm
Yeah.
with emotionally charged lyrics.
Oh, so it's like a double whammy for our brains.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, we're getting hit with this primal, instinctual response
Right.
to the rhythm.
Yeah.
And then, bam, the lyrics are adding this whole other layer
Yeah.
of meaning and emotion.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Yeah.
So that combination can be really potent,
Super potent.
whether it's in inspiring courage on a battlefield
Right.
or motivating a team to victory
Yeah.
or even just helping you push through that last rep at the gym.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about the discipline, the teamwork,
Yeah.
the power of lyrics, the science of rhythm.
Yeah.
But there's another piece to this puzzle that Riker keeps coming back to. Physical fitness.
Oh, yeah.
He seems to think it's essential,
He does.
not just for soldiers, but for anyone who wants to achieve their full potential.
He's adamant about this connection
Yeah.
between physical strength and mental discipline.
Okay.
You know, he uses the Spartans.
Okay, yeah.
They were famous for their rigorous physical training.
Right.
And Riker argues that their physical prowess wasn't just about winning battles.
Right.
It was about forging a mindset, a culture of resilience and self-control.
So it's about pushing your limits, testing your boundaries,
Yes.
both physically and mentally.
Exactly.
He connects that Spartan mindset
Yeah,
to the effectiveness of modern military and police training programs.
absolutely.
It's interesting because he's not just talking about individual fitness here.
Right.
He's talking about how physical fitness enhances teamwork
Yeah.
and coordination.
He uses the Navy SEALs
Okay.
and the All Blacks rugby team.
Those are some intense examples.
Intense, yeah.
These are groups where physical prowess is a given,
Right.
but it's their ability to work together, to function as a single unit
Yeah.
that really sets them apart.
And that's where those marching drills,
Yeah.
those hours spent practicing in perfect synchronization, that's where it pays off.
That's a good point.
It's not just about moving your body.
Yeah.
You're aligning your mind and your actions with
Right.
the group,
Mhm.
becoming part of something larger than yourself.
Yeah, I'm getting a much clearer picture now of what Riker's trying to say.
Yeah.
It's not just about the music, the lyrics, or even the marching.
Right.
It's about understanding how all of these elements
Mhm.
work together
Yeah.
to create something powerful.
Powerful, yeah.
Something that can transform individuals and shape entire cultures.
That's a great way to sum it up.
Yeah,
And it's a message that's just as relevant today as it was centuries ago.
absolutely.
We may not be marching into battle,
Right.
but we all face challenges.
Yeah.
We all need discipline. And I think we all crave a sense of belonging and purpose.
Yeah, so how do we apply these lessons, from marching to order to our own lives?
That is the question.
Yeah.
And it's one that we'll explore in our final part.
Okay, so we've marched through the history, the psychology, even a bit of fitness training, all thanks to Conrad Riker's Marching to Order.
Yeah, we've covered a lot of ground.
We have, but I have a feeling he saved the best for last.
Oh, yeah.
In this final section.
Yeah.
He goes into the neuroscience behind all of this,
He does.
How music, especially marching songs, actually affects our brains.
He talks about how when we listen to music with a strong driving beat, like a marching song,
Right.
our brain releases dopamine.
Wait, dopamine?
Dopamine.
Isn't that the chemical associated with, pleasure?
Yeah, pleasure,
Okay.
reward is
Oh,
what
it-
makes us feel good,
Okay.
motivated,
Yeah.
even a bit euphoric.
Okay.
So when you hear that steady rhythmic pulse, it's like your brain is getting a shot of pure satisfaction.
That explains why some of these marching songs are so darn catchy.
Yeah.
Like our brains are begging for more.
It goes even deeper than that.
Right.
Riker points out that music affects our motor cortex,
Okay.
the part of our brain that controls movement.
So that's why it feels so natural to
Yeah.
tap our feet,
Tap your feet, clap along.
clap along, yeah, especially to a marching beat.
Exactly. The rhythm acts as an external cue,
Okay.
helping our brains synchronize our movements.
So it's not just about discipline or willpower.
Yeah.
There's actually a biological basis for this.
There is, yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
It really is. And this is where the whole idea of unity
Okay.
comes full circle.
Yeah.
Riker cites studies showing that when people listen to music together,
Okay.
especially rhythmic music like a marching song,
Uh-huh.
their brain waves actually start to synchronize.
Wait, their brains sync up.
Yeah, no, it sounds crazy.
It does sound crazy.
But it's true.
Wow.
When we experience music together,
Okay.
it's like our brains are literally getting on the same wavelength.
Okay, so it's not just a feeling.
Like immeasurable.
There's like a physical connection happening.
Yeah, it's powerful stuff.
Yeah, it is.
And it explains why music has always played such a vital role
Mhm.
in bringing people together.
Yeah.
Whether it's in religious ceremonies, tribal rituals, even military marches.
It's like music is this invisible thread that connects us
It is.
on like a physical and emotional level.
Absolutely. And that connection can be incredibly healing.
Okay.
Riker talks about how music therapy is being used to help people
Okay.
with a wide range of conditions,
Okay.
from anxiety and depression to Parkinson's disease and autism.
So it's not just about boosting morale or building team spirit.
Right.
Music can actually improve our mental and physical well-being.
It can. Riker even suggests that
Yeah.
listening to marching songs can be a form of mindfulness practice.
Mindfulness. Like meditation.
In a way, yeah, when you focus on that steady rhythm and the repetitive melodies,
Yeah.
it can help quiet your mind, bring you into the present moment,
Right.
create a sense of calm and focus.
That's a whole new way of thinking about marching songs.
Yeah, it's not just about discipline or power.
Yeah.
It's about harnessing that energy, that focus
Mm-hmm.
for personal growth and well-being.
Exactly. And that brings us to
Yeah,
Riker's final point,
it's the final point.
which is the importance of intention.
Yes.
He argues that it's not enough to just passively listen.
No, we have to be mindful
Yeah.
of the music we choose, the lyrics we absorb,
Right.
and the effect it has on us.
So it's about being active listeners,
Active listener.
understanding the power of music,
Yeah.
and using it intentionally
To intentionally.
to shape our lives.
Yes, we have this incredible tool at our disposal.
Absolutely.
This tool that can move us, inspire us, connect us.
Yeah,
It's up to us to use it wisely.
I think that's a perfect note to end on. We've come a long way in this deep dive,
Long way
from the battlefields of ancient Rome.
to the neuroscience labs of today.
Exactly.
It's been quite a journey.
It has.
And I hope our listeners have discovered a whole new appreciation for the power of marching songs.
I know I have, so
Good.
the next time you hear a marching band,
Yeah. Or even just a catchy tune on the radio,
mm-hmm.
take a moment to really listen.
Really listen.
Pay attention to the rhythm, the lyrics,
Yeah.
the way it makes you feel.
How it makes you feel.
You might be surprised at what you discover.
You might be.
And remember,
Yeah.
music is more than just entertainment.
It's a force
It is a force.
that can shape our lives, our communities,
The world.
even our world.
Thanks for joining us on this march to knowledge.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring
Keep learning.
and keep those tunes cranked up.